Hello and good day, traders. Hope you guys are enjoying a very good weekend. Now I am going to analyze Eurjpy. This is the monthly time frame, and you can see that there is no significant information in monthly time frame apart from 4 months. The price is moving upward, or we can say the market is bullish. Now, if we analyze from behind a little, we can see that 1, 2, 3, 4, there is a pullback. 1, 2, 3, there is a pullback. 1, 2, 3, 4, there is a pullback. 1, there is a pullback. Then 1, 2, 3, 4. Maybe next month we can see some pullback. So that is far away until we finished on 30th. We finished on 30th November. So we can see this is the break of structure, market pullback, and market went bullish. Break of structure, market went bullish. Break of structure, market went bullish. So that's it for the monthly time frame until 30th November. We do not have any interpretation for this time frame. Let's move on to week. In week, this was the possible double top I have marked in my earlier video, but the market didn't honor it at all, and later I tried to find if there is anything on the top of this, and I found there is a possible double top of the day time frame here. So we'll discuss that when we move to day time frame. But now, if we look at the weekly time frame, as mentioned earlier in my previous video, that this fair value gap has been left without addressed property, and these are not addressed property. So this fair value gap is working as a magnet to the whole bullish system, and that may bring down the price later on. So there is another fair value gap right now. Let me identify that this is the fair value gap now created last week. This is the fair value gap we have. So we have 4 fair value gap which has not been addressed at all in the whole thing. So please keep that in mind, that there is a lot of fair value gap, and the fair value gap, the function of the fair value gap is that it will attract the price to its territory, very like a magnet. So coming back, the weekly has not been honored here. So possible weekly double top, we are going to remove it right now. There is no point. This will not work at all, or it failed. Coming back to the day time frame now, this was our last prediction that in the previous video I mentioned there is a cup and there is a handle. So if the market breaks here, it will move at least as far as the cup is, the depth of the cup is concerned. So the depth of the cup was like this, and the market broke this area and moved up. Initial my guess was 50%, which coincided with the weekly, and we don't need this anymore. Why it is here, I don't understand. Hold on a second, please. Can we remove this guy? Weekly double top, we don't want that. Yes. So the market broke here and it moved. I was hoping that the 50% it will move. This the weekly beginning, the weekly price zone, the beginning of the weekly price zone was here. the lower end, and the 50% it went very good, and it didn't honor the weekly. It broke the weekly price zone, then it moved into the daily price zone. There is a daily double top possible here, and I also marked in my previous video, this is the 75% of this total depth of the cup. So it achieved that, and later it failed, and it came down again. So let's remove this 75%. Now what is going on? And there is 3-4 things I would like to mention, and which is very interesting, so I would like to share with you guys, so please bear with me. First of all, if we go to weekly time frame, you can see this is a very big shadow, we have here. You see, this is a very big shadow, and this big shadow, if we take into consideration this big shadow, then we can see that buyer pushed the price up to this level. Again, seller took the control and pushed it back. So anticipating this previous week candle, we are sure that the seller are quite a bit in control, this one. And this guy, can you see, guys? This is the shadow. So considering the daily time frame, you can see that we have a very big shadow on the downside also. Here the seller, the buyer took control from here. So in weekly time frame, the seller are in control in candlestick, weekly candle. In daily candlestick, the last daily candlestick, the buyer is showing a very huge strength here to create this shadow. So question is, where do we stand now? Question is, where do we stand now, so we can take our trade and make some money out of it. First of all, 75% of the gap depth has been achieved, and we have a confirmed here, we have a confirmed daily double top, undoubtedly. So if we remove our weekly completely, if we remove, let's remove the weekly, as we have seen that the weekly it didn't make any impact. Maybe on when it will go down, we can see some price action, but for the time being, let's remove it. Let's remove the weekly zone, so we can move on to current analysis. And I would like to show you something more important. Hold on, let me do one by one. So here it made a confirmed double top in daily time frame. Let's put it like this. We have a daily double top. Okay, do we have a template for that? Okay, let's do it. So we have the daily double top here, green and red, and if we go far back on the left, we will find the same pattern somewhere. If you guys are very interested, let me show. Either it will be a single candlestick of opposite color. I think it is in 2008. My god, it will be very far. Let me see. Yes, somewhere here I have found that. So in weekly there is nothing. The weekly we have removed already a little bit earlier. This was the candlestick which is supposed to give us some price reaction for weekly double top. It failed, but in daily we have something here. How to go there? Yes, we got it. So if we see here, you guys can see this is the thing. This is the place where the price we can say this is the red candlestick actually, but I took the bigger one, the green one. So this is the green and red. So this green single candlestick is now came into play after the price entered into this region. This is the place. This is a single candlestick of opposite color in a downtrend, so the price will react here ultimately. And the weekly we removed was here. So let's go to the current place. Yes. So this is the place where the price is reacting at the moment. So we have official daily double top. Now, as mentioned earlier, the weekly is showing the seller's strength, whereas in daily we can see the buyer's strength here. Now, if we can remove this, I don't think, even just put let's leave it alone for the time being. Now, if we measure where was our last double bottom, if we want to check that out, and we can see that our last double bottom was somewhere here. This is the red, green, red, green. So this was the last official double bottom in daily time frame. If you can see, there is no other double bottom. Do we have green, red? No, it goes in the body of the red, so we cannot do that. So this is our last. So let's draw it. Let's draw it. So we have an understanding what we are. So this was our last double bottom in daily time frame. This is the place. Let's increase the size a little so we can work better. Please guys, bear with us, because when I do the analysis I take time. So what I am thinking, I can share it directly with you. I don't create video by analyzing it first then show it to you. I do analyze when I do the video, I analyze the way I analyze. So at the end of the day, when I will not be here, at least you have the knowledge and information or the skill to analyze of your own without me. And that is the thing I want at the end of the day, so that all the time the BFI, big financial institutions, are taking money from the small traders, and that you guys can change and make a positive role that no, enough is enough. You guys can take care of yourself without the BFI, big financial institutions. So this is the range right now we have. But we see there is a little bit higher here. So if we measure the range at the moment, this is what we can see, that this is the actual range. And this range you can see coincide here. Can you guys see? This range coincide almost with this. This was the last break of structure, major break of structure, from where the market took off and got very much bullish to very higher extent. So I'm not going to change, put it middle, just I just mark it that this is the middle officially. So let's put it mark as middle. So this is the middle of the total range at the moment, we can think. Now, what is the trade we have? How can we trade the situation? Let's remove this, guys. Anything we have like that? Yes, we have. Let's remove it. Before I discuss what is the trade opportunity we have here, which you may visualize as a lead, I would like to show you something very amazing, which I have never experienced before. Can you guys see this candle? This is Tuesday, 14th November. It is bullish candle. But if we, and it is JPY, if we go to USD JPY, and the same candle, if you see this guy, let me, yes, this guy, I'm talking about this guy, this big red candle, 14th November 23. So this 14th November 23, it is a completely a very big bearish candlestick, whereas in Eurjpy it is a bullish candlestick. So I got confused that if USD JPY goes down, then Eurjpy is supposed to goes down, but it didn't. It just worked oppositely. The reason behind that, I later learned that it was the JPY remained the same, but it was the euro which got bullish in compared to USD. That's why we got this bullish candle here, and USD lost its value, and that's why we got a bearish candle. And again we see that the last 2 days of the previous week, Friday and Thursday, you can see we got here 2 bearish candle, and in USD JPY we have the same, Thursday and Friday. Here what happened, that the JPY got strong against all the currency. So the reason behind mentioning this thing is this: if any of you traders think to trade that USD JPY goes down, so Euro JPY will go down, saying USD JPY goes up, so Euro JPY will go up, it's not like that. So before you trade, please keep your eyes open. Please do take consideration of all the information. That is very much important. That's the reason I explained this phenomena to you guys. Now coming back here, what are the trade we have here? First of all, I did mention we have a lot of fair value gap. So it will attract the price on the downside like a magnet in weekly time frame, and weekly showing the seller is created as a very big shadow. In daily time frame, the opposite, the buyer has created a big shadow here. The seller pushed the price down here, pulled the price down here, but the buyer pushed the price again up here. Now, normally I do swing trading. I don't do intraday trading, but at least I need to consider the effect at the moment. If we go to 4 hours now, we can see that this is where the price broke out of the range of daily double top, and then it tried to move on, and this was the highest. So I rather doing that, I should adjust this, otherwise it will be a falsehood or pretension where we may miss in later the whole thing. Now the range becomes like this, the daily range. Let's move to 4 hours. So here we can see this is the range actually, and the price tried to push up, down, push up, and it failed the previous one. Let me enlarge this. This guy failed this one, and the retest is finished, and it came down like this. Now the price, if we go to daily chart, the reason I was looking that why the price has moved upward from here. Why? What was the reason? I didn't understand. So later I'm going to 4 hours chart, 4 hour time frame, And I saw this is the guy. This guy has created this double bottom. This single red candle has created this double bottom. So let's mark it. It has been created here. This is the guy. And we have marked this guy previously with this black line that price may come here to react. And it did. And the second zone is lying this guy. And the third zone is lying here on the downside. So keep these things in mind, please. When you take the trade, if you take a short, you should look into this price, so in this line, so you understand the price will react in this area and you can take cover. Either you close the trade or continue the trade, you can understand what to do. Anyhow, now the current price is here. This was a big drop, and there are 3 candles we can see in green, but all these 3-4 hours candle fail to surpass this single candle. And there is a famous candlestick pattern known as 3 falling method, if I am not wrong. And this candle stick is widely candlestick pattern is very powerful candlestick pattern. It is called, if I am not wrong, it is called falling 3 methods candlestick pattern. I beg your pardon for telling you the wrong name. Falling 3 methods candlestick pattern is something like this, where we have a red candle and 3 green candle which failed to surpass the top of the red candle, and we expect a red candle here. Can you guys see? Does it match? I hope so. So I am expecting in short term something like that. This is the thing I am expecting at the moment. So let's get rid of it. But before there is a red one here, it requires some sort of liquidity. So my advice in short term will be something like this. It will go up like this, it will retest, and it will come back here. And once it comes back here, then it will retest this area with considering this guy. And if the retest pass, I mean if the retest does pass, I mean that it doesn't go up pass here, then we may expect the price to come here. This is the higher probable trade at the moment, in my opinion. So before you take the trade, please do your own analysis. That is very important, because never take trade based on my analysis. I have my own mindset, own risk management, own way of thinking, but of course you should do your own at the same time. So this is what I am expecting at the moment. On the flip side, the traction to go higher is, to be honest with you, very limited at the moment. Only due to this big shadow. This big shadow in the weekly time frame is the biggest concern of the flip side to get the market bullish. However, it is market. It doesn't listen to us. It doesn't care about us. So there is another thing can happen, that it will go up to here. Maybe it will try to break here, then it will come down. And last but not least, if the market gets bullish, I don't know, to be honest with you. I don't want to tell you that anything can happen. The market will go like this, like that, because if we see the double top in monthly time frame, and I have checked several times. There is no weekly and daily double top possibilities here as far as the left side candles far behind this area is concerned. I have checked several times, so it is completely an uncharted territory at the moment on my part to give you any any idea about. However, in such case, what do I do? In such case, I always keep in mind two things. One, the market can go anywhere it likes. So, if you guys wants to take trade on long side, my opinion is to wait for the this these areas like 165, as we are navigating in an uncharted territory, then go to 165.50 and monitor the price reaction on the tops and keep on moving on long. So things will move like this. Break. Next we'll go to 66.50 maybe, something like that. So on in personally, I will not go for long. Simple. This is a uncharted territory and I don't have any reference at the moment on the left. So I will remain silent to take any trade. I will watch the market, and if any pattern forms, then I will take my decision and move to long. That's it for today for the JPY. I beg your pardon. So any question you have, please put it in the comment section, and please, I will be delighted if any one of you share your analysis. Thank you very much. Thank you for your time, and above all, thank you to bear with me. Have a nice day.